But great news guys, as Burnley's Michael Keane will be joining Bournemouth, our first signing of this transfer window, 77 rated Michael Keane. Moving on guys, our second signing of this transfer window is complete. Will Hughes will now be joining us on a £40,000 contract. Hey guys, how is it going? It is S2G and welcome to the second episode of the Bournemouth Career Mode series. Last episode we made some fantastic signings and also we managed to win the preseason tournament. In this episode we'll continue making some more signings and we'll also play our first few Premier League games. If you guys are enjoying this series, make sure to drop a like on this video. Not gonna keep a like goal for this one. Let's just see how many likes can we get for this episode. And also subscribe for more FIFA 17 content. The support in the first episode, it was really insane and I can't thank you all enough for the support on this series. But right now, as you can see, this is how our team looks. It's actually looking pretty good. We still need to improve this team a lot. We need another right winger and we also do need another midfielder. So those are the positions we are going to improve. Any suggestions, drop them down in the comment section below. We brought in Michael Keane, Will Hughes, Dominic Iorfa in the previous episode. Hopefully we'll continue making some more fantastic signings and our budget is actually pretty good. We could make some fantastic signings in this episode. £20 million is actually a lot of money and £30,000 in our weekly wage budget, and we still have got a couple of players to sell. We've got about roughly a month and a half left in the transfer window. We should be able to complete all our transfer deals before the start of the Premier League season. Before we get any further, it's time to find out who was our informed player from the previous episode. And you guys voted for Callum Wilson. 66% of you guys voted for the Englishman and he gets himself his first informed card of the season. He scored the opener in the preseason tournament final and overall had a great game, and hence I guess deservedly he is your informed player from the previous episode. It is now time guys for a press conference, so let's get into it. There have been reports on a 6 million transfer offer for Christian Pulisic. Is this true? Yes guys, we are looking to bring in Christian Pulisic. He's of course a talented youngster, he's American as well, and basically yeah, we are interested in bringing in Christian Pulisic. I think he'll be a fantastic upgrade to Stanislas and he's just 17. He's got a lot of room to improve. Would love to have him at the club. Moving on to our next question. With Boruc retiring at the end of the season, do you plan on playing him most games and maybe making him captain? The games Boruc will be playing, he will be captain. That's for sure. He's retiring. I think he deserves it. But the thing is, I'm actually looking to sign a new goalkeeper. Right now, I'm not sure about this, if we should actually look for a new goalkeeper. We've got Alsop on the bench. We've got Boruc. We've got Federici. But all of them are low rated. So if you guys think we need a new goalkeeper, click that eye at the top right of the screen. You guys can vote. Also, let me know by dropping a suggestion for, if you vote yes, do let me know which goalkeeper you guys actually want me to bring in. But anyways, these are the players I'm actually looking to bring in. Timothy Fosu-Mensah, that extra midfielder that'll give us squad depth, or one of, Pulisic or Lingard. One of those two players I'd love to have at the club. But Pulisic, of course, for me is first choice. If we can get him for a great price, someone like 5 or 6 million or maybe like 7 or 8, I think that would be a bargain. So as you can see, we're inquired for all those 3 players, and United don't want to sell Fosu-Mensah because he's just joined them. Makes sense, so we won't be going for Timothy Fosu-Mensah. We'll have to look for another player. Dortmund want about £8.5 million for Christian Pulisic. To be honest guys, I think that's actually cheap because Christian Pulisic is a fantastic talent. Let's see if we can get him for £7 million. Some of you guys might think that this is an unrealistic transfer, but honestly I believe it's realistic. I can easily see someone like Christian Pulisic joining Bournemouth because of his lack of game time at Dortmund. Maybe not on a permanent deal, but definitely on, a loan deal. We'll try and get him on a permanent deal because, we can. So let's just try that out. Another midfielder I'm looking at now, because of the fact that we can't sign Timothy Fosu-Mensah, it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Chelsea just won £1.7 million for him. And that got me thinking, let's just get him. Yes, his wages are high, but I think he'll be fantastic for us because his height is pretty good as well. He's like 6'3", and having a tank in midfield is always helpful, and he's just going to get better because his overall is probably going to keep going up. He's got a potential of about, I think, 82 or 83, so yes, with training he could reach 85 or 86, so hopefully we'll be able to get him. And as you can see, Dortmund have surprisingly accepted the 7 million offer for Christian Pulisic, £25,000 per week, 5 years, and squad rotation player. Let's see what what Pulisic comes back and says. But as you can see, for Loftus-Cheek, I'm surprised that his wage demands are so high, so I'm going to offer him the 35,000. The fact that he was on a £36,500 per week contract, and now he's agreeing to 35. It's ridiculous what's happening. I've never seen this happen before in career mode. Have you guys seen this? Because I don't know, it's probably rare than a player asking for a downgrade or agreeing with a downgrade in terms of wages. Surprised at that. But anyways, Pulisic, man, he's not accepting the contract yet because he wants a better squad role. So let's just go ahead and offer him the important first team player. He probably will be playing as an important first team player because of the fact that he will be higher rated than Stanislas. With training, I think by the end of the season we should get him around 80 overall or so. Right now, as you can see, our English youth scout gets us some talented players. We got a good goalkeeper in there. The rest of the players are pretty garbage, so let's just reject them. Hopefully in the future our youth scout will get us some more talented outfield players, because that's what I really want. As you can see, Ruben Loftus-Cheek has accepted the contract offer, so we've completed the midfielder signing. I think our midfield is now sorted. We just need another right winger and also maybe even a goalkeeper, depending on what you guys actually want. But as you can see, we've completed our youth development objective, which is pretty good. It'll help us get that manager rating go up quite a bit. So yeah, that's actually good. But Pulisic has declined the contract offer, the first contract offer we've put in for him. He's of course loving life in Dortmund and he wants more money, so let's offer him £35,000, 5 years, important first team player role. He can't really deny that contract. It's an amazing contract offer, and there you go. The American will be accepting this contract, and this is going to be our second signing of this episode. Christian Pulisic to Bournemouth is a done deal. What a signing. Really excited to have this talented youngster in the team. I'm sure he's going to be absolutely ridiculous for us. Time to get some training done. These are the players I'm getting trained. Michael Keane, Loftus-Cheek, the new signing, Hughes, Pulisic, Ibe, all these players in training. Let's see if their overalls do actually increase. Well, none of the overalls of these players increase, but Jordan Ibe's dribbling and ball control went up by 1, so I guess it's pretty good. Within a few training sessions, their overall should also go up. We've got a transfer offer here for Mark Pugh, a player that we are looking to sell, 1.4 million from Burnley. Not going to lie, it's a decent offer. Just going to accept it, man. I can't see us using Mark Pugh, so we'll just sell him, get the money. We've got many other good wingers like Jordan Ibe, Fraser, Gradel as well. Makes sense getting rid of him. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for our transfer business for this episode. 8.8 million left, you know, £45,000 in our weekly wage budget. If you guys think we need another signing, drop a comment and let me know. I'll be reading through all your comments. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions like that, you guys can just let me know. Our team is actually looking so fantastic now. I mean, with this squad, where do you think we'll finish in the Premier League? Drop in a prediction and let me know. I reckon we'll get top 10. Because I think this is such a balanced squad. Do let me know what you guys think. It's now time to play our first game of the season. Our first official game of the season, being against Manchester United. I'm not messing around with this one. I've gone with a very strong team. Probably my strongest team. Yeah, I guess it is my strongest team. And of course, we're going to be facing one of the best teams in England, Manchester United. This isn't going to be an easy game at all. And to be honest, guys, I'll actually take a draw from this one. First game of the season against, of course, United with all the big players they've got. Not going to lie, a draw would actually be a pretty good result. But yeah, a lot of players making their debuts for this one. Will Hughes, one of the, you know, most interesting ones. And of course, we've also got Pulisic making his debut. And he's already on the ball. Gets away from one player. It's still Pulisic. Luke Shaw can't catch him. He puts in a cross. I think Wilson gets his head on it and it falls to Max Gradel, who could have done better there, but his shot is caught easily by Sergio Romero. Now it's Callum Wilson on the ball, holds up the ball well, finds Jack Wilshere, who plays it in fantastically to Max Gradel, and we get our first goal of the season, first Premier League goal of this series. A really great finish from Max Gradel, and that pass from Jack Wilshere, the awareness he had to, you know, just find Gradel perfectly. I think that was just brilliant. Now a chance for us to make it 2-0 before half-time. That would be insane. Jack Wilshere with a curling effort does score, but it's been ruled out for offside. United now on the attack. They haven't been threatening at all in this half. They might have a chance now. Marcus Rashford on the ball finds Fosu Mensah, who takes the shot. That was literally their first opportunity in this game, and Boruc, our captain right now, makes a great save. Here's Anthony Martial, goes past Smith. It's still Anthony Martial. Look at that with the LTRT dribble, gets away from a couple of defenders, takes the shot, bottom left corner. That was actually spectacular from Anthony Martial. No chance for Boruc to keep that one out, and at half time they did actually actually make it 1-1. And now we might have a chance to get into the lead. It's Callum Wilson into Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere gets away from a couple of defenders, takes a shot with his weak right foot, and he does score. So we make it 2-1 in this Premier League game against Manchester United. A great advantage now for us in this game. Can we hold on to this lead? That would be fantastic. Decided to make a few changes to, help us retain this lead. Gosling, Ibe and Ryan Fraser have come on. Hopefully they'll have good games against Manchester United. They've got a corner now. The ball's put inside the box. It's Darmian. Darmian finds, I think, Fellaini. And look at this, man. The ref gave a penalty for this. That honestly wasn't a penalty. That, in my opinion, it wasn't a penalty. What do you guys think? Was it a penalty or not? Let me know by dropping a comment in the comment section. But look at this. I think Fraser was the one challenging. I think he got a bit of the ball and then Fellaini. But for me, it wasn't a penalty. You guys can decide for yourself. But here, Martial, he's not going to miss. And he scores his second of the game. A great penalty from Anthony Martial, making it 2-2 late on in this game. Now it's Tyrone Mings on the ball, finds Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson back into Mings. Mings plays it into Will Hughes. Will Hughes with a brilliant pass into Jordan Ibe. That could well be pass of the season and would have definitely been assist of the season if Jordan Ibe would have put that one into the back of the net. But unluckily for us, he couldn't do that. And now Ibrahimovic trying to get the winner for Manchester United. But Boruc is up to the task and makes a very good save indeed. To be honest, even though we conceded a couple of goals, Boruc was actually good, so I guess that is decent, and might help you guys decide whether we do need a goalkeeper or not. But 2-2 against United, I'm not going to complain. They're one of the best teams in England, so a draw against Manchester United, first game of the season, isn't that bad. Due to some players actually being sold, our transfer budget has increased now to £11 million, which is actually good, and a weekly wage budget of £50,000, so we've got more money to spend. And I decided to use the extra bit of cash to bring in another youth scout, because one thing I want to do in this series is focus a lot on the youth academy, try and get some youngsters. In any of my career modes so far that I've done on YouTube, I haven't really used the youth academy feature to its fullest potential, so that's one thing I'm looking to do in this series. We've got about 8.2 million still left to bring in a goalkeeper if that's what you guys want. So yeah, that's decent money for a goalkeeper. Now it's time to play West Ham, our second Premier League game of this episode. In fact, this is going to be the final game as well. Let's end this episode on a high, maybe an away victory against West Ham. That would be just perfect. I have made a few changes to the side, like bringing on Ruben Loftus-Cheek for his debut. Eager to see how he performs. But this half, guys, the first half against West Ham was just so boring. There wasn't really much I could show you guys, so I decided to show you just how good our fullbacks were in this game. They literally dealt with every threat from West Ham United. Here, look at that. Daniels just teasing Andy Carroll. Fantastic there, but something had to change for the second half, so I brought off Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Not the best of debuts. I also actually started a Phobe in this one, but he wasn't really working for me, so I brought on Sermon and Joshua King. Hopefully those plays will help us change this game, and Joshua King's pace was immediately felt as he's on the ball, plays it through into Jack Wilshere. Wilshere with his left foot slides the ball into the path of King, but I don't know how he didn't score that one. Randolph with a save. We've got a corner now. Wilshere puts this one in. Michael Keane tries to get his head on it. Gradel heads it down into Hughes, who wallies it, and Randolph with a spectacular save. In this second half, we are creating a ton of chances. I guess that's good. And now, a chance for West Ham United. Lanzini gets the ball. Look at him turning away from our defender. Plays it through into Carroll, but what a save from Boruc. That's why he's our captain. And right now, that's why he is our goalkeeper. I decided to change formation. I brought on Jordan Ibe for being played out on the wing and Pulisic as my cam, because Pulisic wasn't really getting the job done down the wing. So let's see how he does in cam. Here's Max Riddell going past a few plays, plays it into King, and look at how lucky we get. What was the Bournemouth defense doing? I have absolutely no idea. They've just gifted us a goal here and potentially all 3 points. Jack Wilshere, I mean, look at how lucky he was. What was Randolph and that defender doing? I think it was Novite, I'm not sure. But literally just gifted Jack Wilshere the goal. Probably the easiest goal. I think, yeah, the easiest goal he's going to score in this series. But West Ham was still trying to get back in this one. But Boruc again was up to the task and he made a fantastic save, denying Mark Noble a goal. But as you can see, another big chance there for West Ham United. Jordan Ibe with the goal line clearance. Bilic certainly doesn't look happy, and that's how the game comes to an end. West Ham literally gifted us a couple extra points in this one by giving Wilshere the chance to score. I'm not complaining. First win of the season against West Ham United, and ultimately 3 points is 3 points no matter how you get them, and these 3 points could really be crucial come the end of the season. Right now we are 7th in the league. Really nice to end this episode, you know, in the top 10. Our goal in this series right now, at least for the first season, is to get a top 10 finish. At least that's what I think we can do with this squad. The board just want us to avoid relegation, but I think we can take this club one step further, you know, get a top 10 finish. What are your thoughts on that? Where will we finish come the end of the season in the Premier League? Would love to hear your thoughts on that. Next episode, a few more games: Palace, West Brom, City. We'll also potentially assign a new goalkeeper. We'll get through all the deadline day signings, etc. And we'll also have a squad report. So a lot of action in the upcoming episode. The support's been amazing so far on this series. And if you guys want another episode as soon as possible, make sure to just drop a like on this one. Really helps the channel grow. We've still got a few players to sell and a few players to loan out, so our budget will increase quite a bit. I think we should have around 12 to 13 million after all the players get loaned out and sold, etc. So yeah, enough money to bring in a top quality keeper. Before we end this episode, you guys have to vote for your informed player from this episode. The first nominee is, of course, Jack Wilshere, who was superb throughout this episode. I believe he scored like 2 goals and got 1 assist in this episode, which is fantastic. So he is your first nominee. The second one is Boruc, who made fantastic saves. And your third nominee is Max Gretel, who I believe was fantastic with his dribbling. Also scored our opening goal of the season. You guys can vote by clicking that eye on the top right of your screen. But that's pretty much it for the second episode of the series. If you guys are enjoying this series, just drop a like on this one. Follow me on Twitter to stay updated with the channel. Make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 17 content. And I'll see you guys very soon with another career mode video.